Our first reading today is now we're moving into the period of history where Solomon is the king and finding that permanent dwelling place for the Ark of the Covenant, building the temple. And today we see that the Ark of the Covenant is brought into the newly constructed temple, and that there's this great celebration and dedication. Part of the dedication was the offering of many animals. The sacrifice of animals was almost like sacrificing yourself because of how important animals were to their diet. If you don't have enough animals, you don't have enough to eat, and you can't always rely on plant food and grains and whatnot when famines and whatnot can come. So the greatest sacrifice, of course, is ourselves, and Agatha, our saint today, embodies that. She embodies that with her dedication to the Lord in her virginity, and then in those early days of giving her life over as a martyr. A beautiful description of her was that the beauty of Christ in her life was his blood, which was like a mascara for her. Her name means good, and I think the offering of the goodness of our life is part of what it means to be a Christian. There's a lot of people we know that are good that aren't necessarily Christian, and they treat people kindly. They have a morality to them. They have a pleasantness about them, and what I think makes it different for us in, if you will, a Christian goodness is that it's rooted in God as a source of goodness, and especially when life doesn't have a sense of goodness, when there's that suffering, when there's that things aren't as good in the world, that there is something beyond ourself, that we were created good, but that's rooted in that source of goodness. And that's why I think, like Agatha, giving ourselves over to Christ is really giving ourselves over to God's goodness. The beauty of the prayer, "Blessed are you, Lord God of all creation, for through your goodness we have received this bread, this wine we offer you, these lives that we have to offer to you," that we're offering back to God in our sharing of His goodness and the goodness of who we are with others, making that ongoing sacrifice, like they make the sacrifice at the temple. And so I think today is not just appreciating God's goodness in our life, but how we can truly share that goodness with others, literally for goodness sake.